Ohio State goes down 7-0. A little bit of a shock. First time they were down since the Notre Dame game. So, again, not what we were expecting, but how does Ohio State respond? That's what you want to see. Okay, we're down 7-0. Let's get ready to go here. So I was calling it right from the get-go before they even kicked off. I was already saying, watch a surprise onside kick. And again, you could tell that Ryan Day had the guys prepared. They tried that little pooch kick over to the sideline, and Jaden Bauer was right there, able to run it down, make a nice catch, and it set Ohio State up with great field position to start right there. And they didn't waste any time. They went 5 plays in 48 yards, and Mine Williams, who had a monster day today, scores his first touchdown from 2 yards out. It only took a minute and 40 seconds, and it's 7-7. So, again, here we go. Ohio State's going to give it back. Let's see how the defense reacts. What do? Ohio State's able to get that 3 and out, give the ball back to Ohio State, and it doesn't take long again. They go 9 plays, 74 yards. Williams with another 2-yard touchdown run. Only took about 3.5 minutes. Emeka Egbuka had 2 nice catches on that drive. He picked up about 40 yards on both those receptions, which set Ohio State up real well. And again, just lean on Mine. Let him go ahead, let him blast it in, and that's exactly what he did. So now it's 14-7, and you're starting to feel a little bit better about yourself at least, okay? And it ends the first quarter at that point, 14-7. So Ohio State knew, and as fans, guys, look, we all knew too that Ohio State was going to be able to do what they wanted offensively. They were going to win the game. It was just going to be basically at the margin of victory what it was going to be. So Ohio State gives the ball back to Rutgers on the kickoff. And what do we got? We get a Zach Harrison sighting finally. Zach Harrison gets in, strips the ball out, and we get a turnover right there, which finally Zach made a play, okay? So Ohio State recovers it, and we go 3 plays in 51 yards, and there's our man again. Got to love him. Got to love having him in the lineup. Julian Fleming, 36-yard touchdown, 34 seconds. It's 21-7 right there, and Ohio State's off and running, okay? So after that inauspicious start there, Ohio State's defense finding themselves now again. We get our first turnover of the game. So back to Rutgers, and Rutgers finally they actually picked up 2 first downs on that next drive. But again, they've got to punt it back to Ohio State. So they punt it back to Ohio State, and Ohio State for the first time after one down or after one first down. Our boy Jesse Mirko, you got to love him. You got to love him. So good at it. Pins Rutgers back inside the 10. And what do we want to do? We want to try to get that 3 and out so Ohio State gets good field position. And that's exactly what they do. Rutgers obviously very limited with their backs against the goalpost. Offensively, they were already limited offensively to begin with. And Ohio State gets the 3 and out. They get a poor punt out of the end zone. And this is a little strange. You don't see this very often. Okay, when Ohio State gets a short field, it's usually 3 or 4 plays, and they're in the end zone. Well, this was one of the longer 10-play, 39-yard drives you'll ever see in Ohio State history. Okay, so they go 39 yards in 10 plays. It took almost 5 minutes off the clock, and our boy Mine Williams once again in for another 1-yard touchdown. And the nice thing about that is it only left about a minute on the clock just before half. And so Ohio State was also getting the kickoff to start the second half. And that's what you love to do right there is stick one in, get points just before the half because you're going to receive the kick to begin the second half. And you want to be able to go down and put points on the board. Basically, you can double dip right there. So 28-7 at the half. About as well as you can play for the most part offensively. Stroud somewhat efficient, okay, 10 of 16 for 127 yards and a touchdown. Mayan Williams, who was already on his way to a 100-yard game, he had 91 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half. And Julian Fleming had 4 receptions for 51 yards. And Emeka had those 2 receptions for 47 yards. So total yards at the half, it was 231 for Ohio State, only 90 for Rutgers. Another nice stat that we like to talk about is those third downs. Can Ohio State's defense get off the field on third down? And they certainly did here in that first half. Rutgers was only 1 of 6 on third down. So you go into the half, 28-7, and you're getting the ball to start the second half. So exactly what you want. You want to be able to go in up 3 scores like you were. The game was already being shortened, okay? So we'll take 28-7 at this point.